Okay, I was not expecting to have another Monster High doll. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining me for the first time, my name is Jade. This is Collectorspace, where I talk about, well, primarily fashion dolls, but other things from time to time that interest me as well. So if you want to join me on that journey, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification because I am a college student, so I don't exactly have a posting schedule. So you'll want to know when I upload. Especially because Toralei sort of just came out of nowhere, not even an hour ago at the time of recording this. My mom was at the swap meet, and she found her, and she asked me if I had her, and I said no, and so she got her for me. Genuinely was not expecting to have her, but regardless, I am grateful, because this is actually my first Toralei doll from any generation of Monster High in general. I'm gonna be honest, Gen 1 Toralei, not a fan of her. Like, I don't hate Gen 1 Toralei, but, like, nothing ever enticed me to go back and collect her dolls. And I think she only had one Gen 2 doll, and I largely dislike Gen 2's dolls because they all have cheap hair. But this Toralei, the day she leaked on the internet, I was like, oh my god, I need her. And, well, good things come to those who wait. Oh my god. I'm gonna get Toralei out of the packaging. Now, before I do that, just want to let you guys know, here in the US, Toralei Stripe is going to retail for $24.99 and is a Walmart exclusive. Here is her barcode in case you need it. With that out of the way, I'm gonna get her out of box. And here she is, out of box. I'm already in love. I have never owned a Toralei doll before, so this is my first experience having... Honestly, actually no, I do have Caddy Noir, but this is my first experience with a Toralei Stripe doll, and honestly, I am really impressed. I love her so much. Her skirt feels pretty high quality, almost exactly like Frankie's in terms of material. She has this rubbery little belt on it, and I think they're supposed to be balls of yarn. That's what these are. And then I think this is a little cat's paw. She has clawed hands, just like Claudine does, and also just like Claudine, she has little bits of fur on her wrists, which it's not focusing on her other one. And then she does have them at her ankles as well. And her shoes are made out of a rubbery material. We'll cover her shoes first because I'm here right now. The bottoms have a cat's paw print in the treads. The bottoms are pretty hard plastic, but like the top of the shoes are rubbery. And then they have these scratch marks, which are a sort of vermilion color, and these painted leg warmers with these little yarn ball charms that dangle off of the back of her shoes. And as for standing, nope. Okay, I'm sure there's a way to balance her because of her tail that makes it a little easier. Right now, I'm not going to try too much with it. Now, her shirt is just a simple calico cat, not applique. Applique involves actual embroidery. It's like an iron-on, and, well, it's silk screen printed, that's what it is. Now, her shirt is hemmed. It is sleeveless, it looks like, so it's like a... I don't remember the actual... I want to call it a tank top, but I know it is not a tank top. Regardless, it is cute. And then she has this adorable, like, candy red pleather jacket, which is a little bit curled under on the back from being in box. Hopefully the material doesn't have that much memory to it and it'll stick out the way it's supposed to. But yeah. There's no hem on, like, the collar part of the jacket, but there is this really cool... you know, the typical Monster High zipper fabric that they use to indicate zippers. She has that there, so that's nice. Good to see that back again. Last time it was used was on Haute Couture Frankie Stein. And also, forgot to mention, tip of her tail also has a little bit of fur at the end, which is adorable. And I think, did I mention it? Her hair is saran, and it has a little bit of styling wax in it, so... it's feeling a little greasy, right out of box, but nothing a simple hair wash in warm water won't fix. And also, much like Claudine, she has little tufts of fur at her jawline where her human ears would be if she were human. Now, hers are significantly smaller than Claudine's, presumably because she's a cat and because she doesn't need to wear glasses. As for her face, she has a sculpted smile or smirk. I really like this face sculpt. It is adorable. She has her little cat nose and a beauty mark. I don't know if her original had a beauty mark or not. I'm not very familiar with her original doll because, again, never owned it. As for her makeup, looks like it is pink with a little orange under eye, and the outer crease is a pretty bright yellow. And then she, of course, has the cat's eye effect, cat's eyes, and then she has her little stripes on her forehead. Also, she has stripes on her legs. There isn't much to say about, like, her skirt that I haven't already covered, but it is a different cut than Frankie's. It's not the exact same, and it has Velcro going all the way down the back. Also, her earrings. They are removable, like all Monster High earrings, but I am not going to take them out because I don't want to lose them. They are silver and one red. Now, with that out of the way, let's cover her accessories. First major accessory, one that's very front and center in the box, is this big ol' microphone, which can come off of its stand, but it's pretty stuck on there. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna risk it. I will probably break it if I try to remove it. But she can hold it. It's got one of the finger loops that a lot of the G3 accessories have, so that is really cool, and I do enjoy that. Her next accessory is her backpack, which all of the ghouls come with. Now, her charm on her bag is a feather cat toy with a mouse, and it is made of this red, hard plastic. Some of the other bag charms are rubbery, but this one is not. The bag itself is, of course, rubbery, because it has to open like all the other ones do in order to put her accessories inside, and it only has one strap. Oh, it has the actual, like, backpack backing texture on it. That is interesting. None of the other bags have had that so far. This looks the most like a regular school bag, which is nice. Except for, it has the spikes, which are not a different color of silver. It's the same silver. And then she has her favorite band painted on the front. Or maybe it's her band. I don't know. We haven't seen the show yet, because Mattel hasn't teased it. Now, her first food-related accessory is just this simple carton of milk. It's even got a tiny barcode printed on it. And unlike the goldfish cracker box that Laguna came with, this is actually a sticker, much like Gen 1 Monster High accessories would have done. So, bit of advice, do not get this accessory wet, because if you do, the sticker will likely peel off, as is the case with most sticker applique accessories. And then her second one also has a sticker application, so the print is much clearer, that's also how you can tell, and it's shinier. Just a simple thing of tuna, although I'm pretty sure you're not actually supposed to give your cats canned tuna. I read somewhere that it's bad for them. But regardless, Toralei is a werecat, so I have no idea how tuna affects her. I guess she can eat it if she wants, but she better not be giving any to her pet Sweet Fangs, who is a saber-toothed tiger. I've never owned this pet before. It looks like is his collar room? Oh my god, it is. Hang on. Sweet Fang's collar is removable. I don't know if anybody's tested that out, but come on camera, focus. Sweet Fangs has a separate collar that you can take off and probably put on Toralei. I'm going to put it back on him. It clips right back on, but that is cool. It is removable. Of the 3 dolls with pets that I've covered so far, that is the first one who's been wearing something that is actually removable. Like Frankie's dog Watsy, that bandana does not come off. But this does, so that's interesting, and it also swivels. There's not much to say about Sweet Fang. He's here, he's tiny, he has some painted stripes. That's about it. I mean, he's cute as far as the pets go, not my favorite, but he's adorable, and I love him. Second to last accessory is this alternate t-shirt, which is the same band that the backpack has on it. And it's supposed to look like it's been, like, bleach dyed, which isn't really dyeing because it's removing the dye. It's cool. I like this. Also, contrary to that one thread on Twitter, it does look like this is a finished panel of clothing. This just sometimes happens with doll shirts. Her final accessory is the one you should have all seen coming. Her eye coffin, which I love how all of the dolls that are new have their little phones with them because they have the personalized cases. And Toralei's is no exception. She has a saber-toothed cat as her phone case, and it is absolutely adorable. And of course, like all the other dolls, if you hitch it to her thumb on her left hand, she can hold it like it's facing her. That's the trick, is putting it on the thumb. Now, her thumb is significantly smaller, so it struggles a little bit, and then if you want to where she's just carrying it, that also works. So yeah, we're gonna get Toralei into her second shirt so we can see what it looks like on her, and then I'll give her final thoughts. Before I forget, just like the other Gen 3 ghouls, Toralei has the new and improved articulation. I have no idea where she stands height-wise. I will cover that at the end of the video, so stay tuned. How did I not notice this while I was getting her dressed? She has 2 more stripes on her right arm, so that is cool. A hidden detail that you would not see in box. Alrighty, so final thoughts on Toralei. And I did give her this little braid to help frame her face just a little bit better, in my opinion. Also, I really just wanted to add a braid to her hair. But final thoughts, I'm impressed. I like her. I think especially because she's gonna be like $25 after tax here in the US, she's totally worth it. Honestly, like, compared to the other 3 ghouls that I have from Gen 3, she ranks pretty high on the list. I would put her in between Frankie and Laguna for me. Mainly because concept-wise, she feels really impressive. I really love the hair. I love that it's pretty soft right out of box. I did not wash it this time around because, you know, I feel like just simply combing through it actually got rid of a lot of the box hair. So, you know, we'll manage. But yeah, I honestly don't have anything negative to say about her. One issue is, well, she has a hard time balancing without a stand. So I do hope Mattel does include stands eventually, even if we have to sacrifice some accessories for it. I do think some stands for these dolls would be nice. Mostly because the poses I like to put them in never have both feet firmly planted on the ground. Now, before we end this video, I want to do a height comparison to the other 3 Gen 3 ghouls that I have so far. So, with a little bit of editing magic, we will just... So, height comparison-wise, and actually I should probably flip... no, I keep forgetting. No, Laguna is still slightly shorter than Claudine. I keep flip-flopping them too in the height order, but height speaking, Toralei is significantly shorter than Claudine and Frankie, also a little bit shorter than Laguna, so that is interesting. I think she shares a height with Cleo. I don't have Cleo to confirm that though. That is cool. Love the height variation. Now, yes, technically, they are all cheating by wearing their shoes, but I'm not about to take off every single one of their shoes right now for that. So, yeah, that's about all that I have to say about Toralei. I, again, am in love with her. I'm so happy that she's like my 4th Gen 3 doll that I get to add to my collection, because usually with store exclusives, I have a very hard time getting them. So, genuinely excited to have her in my collection. I know I sound very mellow right now, but that's because it's nighttime, and I was doing a bunch of biology homework before this, so I am like pretty low energy this evening, pretty relaxed. And honestly, yeah, that's about all I have to say about Toralei. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like. What are your thoughts on her? Do you like her? Hate her? Please keep it civil in the comments. And one last thing. Yes, I know that this reboot is very different from Gen 1. That does not make it automatically bad. As someone who owns quite a few Gen 1 dolls, these Gen 3 ghouls hold their own perfectly fine. If you're unsure about them, just pick them up in stores when they come out. Give at least one a chance. I definitely recommend. Honestly, I can't really choose one of them to recommend over the other, but also I'm partially biased because I tend to love a lot of the dolls that I get in my collection. Though I suppose if I had to pick two, I would recommend Toralei and Frankie the most if you're just going to be dipping your toes into Gen 3, because they are very good starters. They come with a lot. So, yeah. Again, that's it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Say bye, Toralei.